Hi, I'm Brad Weil from the Go Wild team at REMAX. So the July numbers are in, and this is what's going on in the Guelph real estate market. I'm really excited to talk to you about the market today just because we had a really good July. We had lots of positive things happen in our market. Looking at the number of sales, there were 208 sales this month. So that's up 21% from the 172 sales that we had in July of 2017. And this is the first month this year where we've actually had more sales than we had in the same time period last year. So that's excellent. Now, looking at our active listings, right now we've got 391 active listings currently on the market in Guelph. So that's up about 5% from the 371 that we had this time last year. However, we are down 8% from the amount of active listings that we had in June. Probably somewhat has to do with the increased amount of sales that we had this month. So it's good. Right now there is still a decent amount of inventory for buyers, especially if you're looking for detached houses over that $600,000 price range, but our inventory isn't continuing to build. So our market right now, we are still in a good market. Now looking at a number of new listings, 284 new listings hit the market, so that's up 4% from what we had last year. So we saw a few more people jump into the market for listing their property this month. Looking at average sale price, $509,000 was the average sale price for all housing types in Guelph. That's up 3% from last year. And actually, if you look at our average sale price per square foot, we're up 2.2% from June. So we're seeing that we're building month over month, even going throughout our summer. Now, looking at, in more detail, looking at detached houses, we've got $595,000 was the average sale price, so that's up 5% from last year. Attached houses, they're up 3% from last year with an average sale price of $442,000. And then condo style apartments had an average sale price of $333,000, and that's up 11% from last year. So great amounts of appreciation across all the different housing types, which is excellent. Looking at what our houses are selling for, right now they're selling for 99.1% of list price, which is basically the same as what they were doing in last July. So when we're pricing our houses right now, we're pricing them basically at what we're expecting to get, with just a little bit of negotiation room. Buyers are coming in right now and they are trying to negotiate, so you want to have a tiny bit of a buffer in your price. Now, looking at the amount of houses that are going to multiple offers, there was 19.7 that went to multiple offers and actually sold above list in this month. That is down from June a bit. And when we look at the houses that are selling to multiple offers right now, 85% of them are listed under $600,000, with the bulk of them actually being priced between $400,000 and $500,000. That's a really active price point right now. Now, if we look at our months of inventory, so our supply and demand for the market, there's 1.88 months of inventory on the market. So it's down quite a bit from the 2.16 that we had in last July, and it's also down from the amount of months of inventory that we had June last month. So it shows we are going into a stronger seller's market. Anything under 5 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. So 1.88 is a very strong market. Now, if we look at this in different price points, if you look at all the houses listed under $600,000 right now, we've got about 1 month of inventory. So very strong seller's market. And that's why we're seeing the bulk of the multiple offer situations happen in that price point. When you go from $600,000 to $1 million, there's about 3 months of inventory on the market. So still in a seller's market, but a little closer to a buyer's. It is down a half a month from June. So again, showing that that market's picked back up a little bit as well. And then looking at the $1 million plus price point right now, we've got 11 months of inventory on the market. So that price point continues to go more and more into a buyer's market. And it is normal for us to see the $1 million plus price point in Guelph to be a buyer's market. Very rarely do you see that go into a seller's market. So overall, when we look at everything, we're averaging out at 1.88 months of inventory on the market. That's great. That's a very strong market. Our prices are going up. They're up not only year over year, but they're going up month over month per square foot, which is excellent. I think what we're seeing right now is a lot of the positive news from the Greater Toronto area. They've had really great numbers over the last few months for year-over-year returns. Their market's picking back up, and that is impacting the Guelph market as well. We tend to mimic what Toronto does. We have almost half of our purchasers come from the Greater Toronto area. So it is definitely having an impact on our market, and I think we're going to continue to see consumer confidence build up as we go towards the fall. My predictions is we're going to have a really strong September. I think we're going to see a lot more listings come on the market in the first few weeks of September, which is typical after, the kids come back or go back to school, everything like that, people get their houses on the market. But what I also think we're going to see is we're going to see a lot more of these buyers who have been sitting on the sidelines. They're going to come out of the woodworks and they're going to jump back in, which is going to translate into a lot more sales this fall. If you're planning on listing your house this year, I think the best time to do it is probably going to be early September, within the first few weeks. If you're planning to buy, it would be a great opportunity actually to try and secure a property before the September rush. See if you can get in the last couple weeks of August and purchase a property where you've got a lot less buyer competition on the market. A lot of people are still away on holidays, so there's not going to be as much competition. You may be able to negotiate a better deal. If you have any questions about the Guelph real estate market, please comment below and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks and have a great day.